5 worst things you can do to build those big arms. The first mistake you want to avoid is overtraining. You want your arms to be big and you want them to be big now. We get it, we've been there. You want to make your arms your priority in your workout plan, and there's nothing wrong with that, but there is such a thing as overtraining. We advise at least giving 48 hours of rest in between arm workouts. Think of it a little bit like a new relationship that's blossoming. You're hitting it off, the chemistry is great, but then all of a sudden you decide, what if I take it a step farther and I just speed the process up, right? Well, it's gonna have the opposite effect. You're gonna overtrain them, they're gonna get injured, then you're gonna get frustrated because you're gonna go, what the hell is going on? That's no good. So develop that relationship slowly and let it blossom, because a relationship between you and your arms can be a beautiful thing. Huh? The second mistake on our list is not taking account of nutrition. It's as we say, you'll never grow if you don't know. And if you don't know how much you're eating, then how do you know if you're gonna be in a calorie surplus or not? And being in a calorie surplus is exactly what you need in order to grow. Working out and nutrition go hand in hand, so don't forget that kitchen. What you wanna do, track those calories, make sure you're in a constant surplus, because if you're not, you could be working out hard, you could be hitting those arms exactly as you should, but you could be making absolutely no progression. And that's really frustrating. In fact, it makes a lot of people want to quit. So if your goal is to grow, be in the know. Yeah. The third mistake on our list is that when you think of arms, you think of biceps. But you should also be thinking of triceps because they take up 2/3 of the arm. It's really easy to be visual when you work out and only concentrate on the muscles that you see, that being abs, chest, biceps, quads, but you can't remember the ones that are in the back. And that includes those triceps. There's a lot of great exercises for them, so don't leave them out. When you're working arms, work triceps as well. Fourth on the list is improper range of motion. It's crazy. Even with all the information we now have online, still go to any gym across the world and you'll see the same thing. Dude's gonna pick up a barbell, he's gonna start curling, he's gonna have way too much weight, and even though it's an isolation exercise where you should only have flexion in the elbow, he's gonna be putting his shoulders into it, he's gonna look like a buff dude bride trying to throw a barbell bouquet. Yeah, it pretty much is as silly as it sounds. And that is the last thing you want to be doing, especially when you want to try to grow those biceps. So what you want to do is you want to pick a weight that's manageable for you. Don't go too heavy. Don't get too caught up in the peer pressure, because for the most part, everybody else is there for themselves. They're there to grow, not to watch you grow. So put on some headphones, zone out, find a weight that's comfortable for you, and concentrate on that proper range of motion, especially like what I mentioned, barbell curls. You want that full elbow flexion. You want the eccentric and concentric contraction, nice and slow on the way up, nice and slow on the way down. Think of those biceps, really squeeze them as hard as you can and get it done. The final mistake on the list, number 5, is gonna be forgetting compound exercises. Isolation is excellent for growing those biceps, triceps, and forearms, but you don't want to forget some great compound exercises as well. For biceps, that's going to be close grip weighted chin-ups. It's going to be bent over underhand barbell rows. With triceps, it's going to be close grip bench press. These are excellent as well because in addition to working on the triceps and biceps, it's going to be recruiting multiple muscle groups as well. And if you want to be a buff dude or girl, you want to remain aesthetic. All right, dudes and girls, that wraps up our 5 common mistakes that you want to avoid when trying to build those big arms. What should the next episode in this series be? Request it in the comments below. We'll get to work on it. And in the meantime, we are wrapping up that next 12-week program, which is gonna be the bulking program. We're gonna try to have it out before Christmas and then get started on the video series in January. It's gonna be me, Brandon, teenage buddy of ours. We're gonna be trying our best to put on as much mass as we can over that period of time, and we'd love if you follow along too. So get ready for that come January. And in the meantime, you know what to do. No? It's skate block.
There are 3 things to evaluate when you're buying a product like this. How good is the guarantee? Is the information good? And is it easy to do business with them? probably most importantly, because you're looking for a solution now, you want to know that if you buy, you're not stuck if you change your mind or if the product isn't all what it says. This product fills that because it has a full 60-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. That's twice what a lot of sellers on the internet offer. The seller is taking all the risk because you get to evaluate the product, and if you aren't satisfied, you get your money back. If they don't deliver, you get your money back. You can see from the website that although it's not a super fancy website, the information has been helpful for other people like you who are looking for this same information. And the final thing, is it easy to do business with them? It is easy to do business with them. There are multiple places where you can buy the product. Just go to this link and you can buy the product and evaluate it for yourself to see if it will work for your situation. Click on the link in the description or you can type it in your browser. Thanks.